guys, if you're interested in watching the way that I make my Ayamase or aka Ofada stew, please keep watching. Alright guys, so I'm starting off with the peppers. I usually use the green peppers. I use the tatashe. You also notice there's some red bell peppers there, and then I have the hot ones there, which is the like jalapeno ones. So what I just do is just like rinse out the peppers. I'm using about 6 green peppers, 2 tatashe, one of this red bell pepper that you see, and about 3 to 4 scotch bonnets. Just because I like spicy food and just spiciness all around. So that's what I'm doing now, just washing it and then showing you guys what else I do. I also use 1 onion. This is my meat that I already pre-cooked down. It's goat meat and shaki. I have my 4 boiled eggs there, and then that's the meat stock. And then I'm also going to be using some palm oil and iru, which I forgot to show you guys, but I'll show you guys in the next clip. Alright guys, so my peppers are ready to be blended. I just cut them in like blending size, and I did cut my finger. That's why I ended up putting a band-aid on my finger. So I just cut them down just a little bit, just so I'll be able to, blend it more effectively. I just threw in like 3/4 of an onion in there. And now I'm gonna show you guys how I blend it. So when you're blending the peppers, you don't want to use a lot of water in there because you really want it kind of dry, and yeah, you really don't want a lot of water because the bell peppers already generate water by themselves. So yeah, definitely don't put water in there. And then I'm gonna be showing you guys what I use. I just picked one of my other blenders and I put some of the juice that I had previously. By juice I mean like pepper juice, and that's literally the only water I use to blend everything, you guys. Like I use little to no water, like literally. So yeah, so now that is the product of the blending. Right now I'm just cooking it down. I want to make sure that it's basically dry, like basically dry. So I'm just cooking that and I'm showing you guys all of that. Alright guys, so the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be showing you guys the iru. This is iru. It's the English name is Lucas beans. You just have to wash this iru, as in wash it well, because you don't want to be eating sand basically. So I'm just showing you guys how I'm washing it. That is the finished product of the iru washed. Okay, so next up we're going to be bleaching the oil. This is palm oil that I'm bleaching. So I just preheated my pot, and I'm using like a big pot, and I'm just basically throwing all the leftover palm oil that I have in the house. And what we're going to do is bleach this oil. So you have to bleach the oil because this oil is basically the foundation of your eforiro. Jesus, not eforiro. For your Ayamase, Jesus, I'm getting confused. It's the foundation of your Ayamase and Ofada rice, Ofada stew. So this is the bleaching process. Usually I just cover it because I don't want all that smoke in my kitchen. So I cover everything. And you want to bleach it until the point where it's basically kind of looking like groundnut oil or sha. This is how it looks like when it's like completely bleached out. Next thing you're going to add into your bleached oil is your chopped onions. So you chop that and you put that into your oil. Right now I just lowered the heat because you don't really want that oil to be splashing all about. So I just lowered it on medium heat, and then I'm going to be adding my iru after I stir it, just so I can fry both the onions and the iru together. So here you see me adding, and I'm just showing you guys, how it's coming out. I don't want the onions kind of dried out before I add the irosha, so I'm just like stirring it continuously. And now I'm going to go ahead and add my washed iru. So this just kind of gives it the flavor, that Ayamase flavor that we all love. If you are from Lagos or you have like Yoruba friends, you know that flavor I'm talking about. So onions and iru frying together, you really just want to give it that brown color. And then also when you perceive you guys, when you perceive this thing coming out in your kitchen, you understand what I'm talking about. This process alone is just making me want to eat just the onions because it smells so good. Fine, I go ahead and add my Maggi cube. I'm using just 1 cube, and then I use my holy grail onga. You guys, I use the grain pack in basically every Nigerian food that I cook. I just put that in there into my mix of onions and iru, and I'm not using the whole pack because I don't want it to be too salty. Just because I know I'm going to end up using my beef stock, which is already seasoned enough, so I don't want to put enough, so much seasoning cubes in there. So now I'm just stirring, I'm stirring just to make sure that one, the iru is not burnt, two, the onions looks like this, nice and golden. Get what I mean? Alright, so let's go into adding our mixture, our pepper mixture. So I'm adding it bit by bit. This is the secret. You can, some people, I guess, they just put everything at once. Me, I use how I was taught, which is basically one is one is one. So I just use my spoon and I just scoop it in one by one, and now I'm just going to stir everything in. Make sure all the onions and the ngwongwo, everything is shasha stirring into my pots. So I just do this for a couple of minutes. Just keep stirring, don't want it to burn or anything, and then I put in the leftover from the other pot that has the blended peppers in there. I put the rest can't talk, you guys. I put the rest into the pot jar, and then I stir everything, making sure everything is good. Alright, so next up I'm going to be getting the beef stock. That's the beef stock there, and I'm just going to pour everything into the pot just so I can have all that greatness into it. I'm going to have that in, and then I'm just going to stir for a bit, and then you're going to keep this boiling for about 5 to 7 minutes with the lid covered. So next I'm just like adding some crayfish to taste. I'm using just 2 teaspoons of crayfish, and that's what I'm using to just give it a little bit of flavor and that nice scent inside the fish and inside the soup. So you guys, please maybe don't mind because this voiceover thing is hard as heck. Alright, now I'm just adding over my beef. Like I said, it's the goat meat and shaki, everything inside there. So just combine everything, you understand? Combine it. Oh my gosh, you guys, the flavors inside this is just ridiculous. Like, it's so flavorful, it's ridiculous. So that's all I'm doing now. I'm just stirring everything, stir. So now as you can see, there's a bunch of oil rising to the top. That's how you kind of know that it's almost ready. And my guy, once egg enter Ayamase, you don't already be that. So that's all I'm doing now. I hope you guys enjoyed this mini recipe. It's my first time doing it, and you guys, like, this voiceover thing, God help me. I hope I'll get used to it, but yeah, so I am a chef for my Sunday, and when you're seeing this video, it's probably going to be on a Monday. But yay, if you're like me and you just want something else other than regular stew, this is a nice alternative. So that's it right there. I tried to be fancy, but as you can see, that left rice did not even work out for me. I'm not using Ofada rice, I'm using regular rice because I don't like the smell of Ofada rice, but I still get the vibes that I want. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe. Bye bye.